I still have a few more movies to watch before I make my official Best Films of 2021 list, but since it is the new year, I figured I would at least make a video for the top 10 movies that I'm looking forward to seeing in 2022. So without any further ado, Avatar 2. I know it's been over 10 years since the first Avatar film, but I've learned to never doubt James Cameron as a director. The guy is a fantastic filmmaker and storyteller, and I would watch whatever movie he happens to make. So what if Avatar fell out of the cultural zeitgeist? Does that really matter? As long as the Avatar movies are good, I'll be there to watch them. And since I seem to be the only person in the world who can admit that they still love James Cameron's Avatar to this day, I have no reason to believe that this sequel won't be any good. Babylon, a film that covers the period in Hollywood history where movies transitioned from being silent films to talkies, sounds great. The fact that Damien Chazelle is directing said movie is just even better. I love Chazelle's style and the way he seems to pour a great deal of love and passion into his projects. And while I am looking forward to seeing Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie star as two Hollywood legends, I'm even more excited to see Tobey Maguire in his first live-action role in 8 years. Or should I say, a few weeks. The Batman. I was initially apprehensive about Robert Pattinson's casting as Bruce Wayne, but I think he has proven himself to be a talented actor over the years, and he definitely won me over with his performance in Tenet. So, despite the fact that we've already had so many different interpretations of Batman, I think Pattinson is going to do a pretty decent job in the role. Plus, I completely trust Matt Reeves. He did such a phenomenal job on the Planet of the Apes movies, so I have no doubt that this film will at least be good. The fact that it looks like an awesome dark and gritty crime drama just makes me all the more excited. Bullet Train. I originally had Creed 3 in this spot since I absolutely love the Creed franchise, but since Creed 3 is going to mark Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut, I'm not really sure what to expect. I do, however, know what to expect with a David Leitch film. A ton of awesome high-octane action. And what better location is there to set a frenetic action movie than on a fast-moving train? Getting to see Brad Pitt star as the lead role just makes this film sound like a whole lot of fun. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Though I'm also obviously looking forward to other Marvel projects like Thor Love and Thunder, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, if I could only see one Marvel film this year, it would have to be Doctor Strange 2. Sam Raimi is back in the directing chair for the first time since 2013, and he's returning to helm a comic book film for the first time since the original Spider-Man trilogy. So how could I not be excited for this movie? Plus, I'm quite sure that the film is going to be batshit crazy, so I definitely wouldn't want to miss this feature. Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Dragon Ball Super Broly was one of, if not my very favorite film of 2019. So obviously I've been looking forward to seeing an official follow-up. And while I have mixed feelings about the new animation style, especially since the animation in Broly was out fucking standing, I understand why Akira Toriyama would want to switch the style up. The Dragon Ball series is over 30 years old now, so it may be refreshing to see the franchise in a brand new art style. Regardless, I'm sure the movie is going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing Gohan finally kicking some ass. At least, hopefully. Knives Out 2. I'm just gonna say it. Rian Johnson is a great director. I loved Looper, I liked The Last Jedi, and I totally loved Knives Out. It was one of my favorite movies of 2019, so of course I'm looking forward to the sequel. Daniel Craig and his Kentucky Fried accent are back to solve another murder mystery involving characters played by Dave Bautista, Ed Norton, Janelle Monáe, Catherine Hahn, Leslie Odom Jr., Kate Hudson, and Ethan Hawke. That is an incredibly star-studded cast, and I bet they're all going to have a lot of fun with this movie. So I want to see it. Lightyear. Why the hell does this movie look so good? Like, Pixar didn't have to go so hard with the animation quality here, and yet they did. And they did it for us. So while I am looking forward to Pixar's first 2022 picture, Turning Red, because it also looks like a whole lot of fun, I just want to see the science fiction space opera starring Chris Evans as the astronaut who inspired the fictional character from the Toy Story franchise a bit more, because it looks really good. Mission Impossible 7. It sucks that we haven't gotten a teaser trailer or at least a poster for this film by now, but that doesn't change the fact that I am incredibly excited for this movie. Christopher McQuarrie has done a great job with the Mission Impossible franchise, with Rogue Nation and Fallout being two of my favorite action espionage films ever. So I can't wait to see what McQuarrie has in store for the next installment of this series, and of course, I can't wait to see which dangerous and death-defying stunt Tom Cruise puts himself in this time. And finally, Untitled David O. Russell Project. I have no idea what this movie is about. The film doesn't even have a title, let alone an official synopsis, but just listen to this cast list. Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John David Washington, Rami Malek, Zoe Saldana, Robert De Niro, Mike Myers, Timothy Olyphant, Michael Shannon, Chris Rock, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Taylor Swift? Yeah, I don't care what this movie is about, but I definitely have to see it. So those are the top 10 films that I'm looking forward to seeing in the new year. I hope they're good, I hope it's a good year, and I hope you have a good year. So as always, thanks for watching.